Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly reading from the 28th of March to April 3rd. Yes, we are heading into April. Oh my God. It's like, where is time going? So as I spoke in Instagram, I talk a little bit about time and quantum leaping and this time shifts. And we're all feeling it. I'm not saying all of us. I don't know how you're feeling, but I know I was feeling this, and I know a lot of people were feeling this. So with timeline shifting, with time shifting, your bodies are out of whack, right? We are feeling really high and then really low, and then we're feeling all the feels and a lot of exhaustion, a lot of skin eruptions. Have you been noticing a lot of that? A lot of hair growth, hair loss, like a lot of juxtapositions happening to our bodies and to our emotions too. We're up and low, we're like in and out, we're everywhere, right? And it's like, it's normal, right? Like we're, a lot of us are finding time is slowing down. Some of us are finding time is speeding up. A lot of us find this time is just standing still. So like, it's all about your experience at this point, right? It's about you maybe not too much paying attention to what everyone else is feeling and not sponging off of that kind of thing. It's just kind of coming into your own and honoring your experience, honoring this transition period that you're in. Because if time is speeding up for you, if you find that, oh my God, I don't have time to do anything, it's because you're doing too many things, you're too much in your mind, or you are playing with the narratives out here. You're filling your mind with information, which is not necessary at this point in time. We're starting to say goodbye to information. We're starting to, because the information of the past energy is no longer needed in this new energy. So we're almost, everything that we learned up to now is like, I know it's really hard to hear this, but it's almost useless, because whatever is right now and in the future, because I mean past, present, future is simultaneous. So whatever is in the now is what is important, and so how you're feeling right now, and whatever your heart is telling you, whatever coming into your mind, but yours, not like from someone else, is so important to pay attention to right now. But time is slowing down for a lot of people as well. So time is slowing down for those who are becoming more present, who are just like walking through life, enjoying the sun, looking at that plant, writing a book, reading a book, right? Just like enjoying the now moment. And then you're like, well, I work. Well, it's okay. You can work and you can still enjoy that now moment, instead of thinking about before 5 minutes ago, or like I said last week, we're always thinking. The mind needs to slow down, needs to empty and clear. This is where we're heading to, because we're so busy, filling our minds or filling our brains with like all this information. So this April new moon in Aries, this new moon in Aries is like the Emperor in the tarot deck, and the Emperor is like sitting on this throne, very clear-headed, very dominant in a way, very knowing. He doesn't seem aggressive either, even though we always say the Emperor. He just feels like he worked hard for his place at the throne. That is what it feels. So a lot of us have been here for multiple lifetimes, thousands, millions, hundreds, whatever. And all these lifetimes we've been working our way to this point in this lifetime. Working to help Gaia, working to help bring in the light, bring in the sun. And now we're at this, our last lifetime, if you would say, of like this density. and we're sitting on our throne, and this Aries new moon is saying, be that leader, be that hero of your story, but lead the way, but in a very sedentary way. I kind of like this because I know Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is this go, go, go planet, action, warrior planet. But I feel like this Aries new moon coming in is like, you know what? It's time to sit back and revel in all that work that you've done. So even in the past 2 years, a lot of like changes. We've gone through so many changes, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, whether it's mental, whether it's spiritual, however it is, there's changes happening within you. And now it's this time to like sit and say, you know what? I did that change on my own, and pat myself on the back and say, okay, next, right? Because we're heading into Taurus next. So like there's just a lot of I feel like it's like this moment of reprieve, of like, I'm just gonna allow things to change and shift as they are supposed to in this divine plan. Everyone has their own divine plan, and it's just like, let's do it kind of thing. So Mercury, the Aries is aligned with Mercury, and when it's aligned with it only happens when all the planets are direct. So Mercury is our magician, but Mercury is our mind. It's also the fastest moving planet. So it comes up with Mars, right, with this Aries. And it's like, it's also a Gemini or a Virgo. So Gemini, Virgo, Aries could be feeling the feels in this new moon. But this is like manifestation, right? Create your own reality. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of you sitting on your throne and like allowing things to come into fruition much quicker for yourself, because we have this Mercury alignment. Mercury is also about, if you think the magician, it's about illusion, about like deception, about disclosure, reveal. Nothing is as it seems. That's coming up, and I've always told you April's going to be something like that. April's going to be very April has a alignment that's happening with Neptune and Jupiter, which I'm going to talk about next week, which is massive. It's like a huge shift, like a galactic, like a solar system shift that's going to affect the collective in a good way, right? It's going to awaken, it's going to like bring up a lot. But right now we're dealing with the new moon in Aries with this, and also I think it's an alignment with Chiron, which is a planet of wounding and healing. So there's like healing coming into play, which we need more healing in this planet. So it's just a beautiful energy coming in. So by the end of the week, you will start to feel like a shift, even more and more. But like you're going to start to settle a bit. And in April, watch out for, it's not a bad thing, but physical appearances are going to change drastically for many people. So just keep watching yourself in the mirror and saying, hey, yo, what's going on? Like, I see lots of things happening on my body too, so I'm just like letting it be, because we're living where? In the present moment. Okay, so this Aries new moon Aries is a cardinal sign. So the cardinal signs in the zodiac is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. You will be feeling more of the feels in this new moon. So it's a lot of more release for you, maybe a lot more rebirth for you, awakening for you. But everybody's going to be feeling it regardless, because it's almost like this new beginning for everybody. And we're feeling it with all this, never mind the narratives and the storylines that are playing out there, but just go within yourself again. The nature is calling you. I keep saying it all the time, but I'm going to continue saying it. I went to speak to my trees, and they're like, continue doing what you need to do. Like, we need to, when I say go within, you can go within, but you can still go out and socialize with your friends and your family. You can still like do whatever you want. It's just that feeling of centered and alignment within yourself and just living for the now. So that is my little blurb for today. And know that we've been doing this for a long, long time. Thousands and millions of years, like I keep saying, and I really do believe that. And the most important thing is to cherish and honor your journey. Because really, the more love you give yourself, the more love reverberates out there. And if you think, like, I always, your journey, but we are one soul family. Like, we're all one. So whatever you're feeling reverberates into the whole collective. So that's why when you're feeling angry, that goes into the collective. So that's why I want to bring this up, because I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was saying, you know, like sometimes you feel like you're angry for no reason at all, or you're sad and you're like, I don't know why I'm sad. It's because someone around you is sad and you're feeling their energy. That's how powerful we are. So that's why it's like so important to be kind and compassionate, even to those that you deem different or have different opinions or beliefs than you. We are all one. And it's just a beautiful message to give you to you. All right, my beautiful. So enjoy your happy April. Enjoy the new moon. If you do rituals and ceremonies, and go for it. Every single moon, a new moon or full moons, it's always good to put out your crystals for refresh. I didn't do it in the last full moon, but you could, do it in the new moon or any time, because the moon is the moon. But just be careful, like with sunbathing for crystals, by the way. Okay. Anyways, have a beautiful last week of March, and I will see you next week. Do check your rising and your moon for extra messages. And I said I was going to give a giveaway this week, but I will do it next week, and I'll pick one or two of you. So please leave a comment, and I'll do a nice reading next week, which makes sense because we're doing a big pole shift next week. So, all right. I love you, and I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. So anyone having a birthday this week, happy birthday. Here we have, for the overall energy, Apophyllite, which is stay positive. So this is a clear crystal or quartz, and clear anything always speaks to me of crown chakra, which is like opening yourself up, getting clear, getting aligned with like your God self. Staying positive speaks of, obviously, some of you maybe are running into some lower vibrational people. Maybe you are being that way, and it's okay, because we are all going this as we're all doing this as we go, right? Like, it's like there's no right or wrong. It's just how you are awakening, or how you are maneuvering and navigating in your life. So this is like where your attention goes, energy flows. If you pay attention to that this week, that would be good, because as soon as you put your attention on a negative storyline, which all the storylines out there are pretty that, or a narrative, or an emotion, remember that your energy will flow accordingly to where that attention is. So this is a really good message for you. So stay positive, my beautiful Aries. Brighter days are coming ahead. So let's put it like this so there's no glare. So this week I'm doing something different, and I picked a card from different decks. So we got a whole bunch of cards. And why is this like this? So let's just put it like here. So we got the Hierophant, which is a Taurus card, which is also a card of spiritual learning, I guess, or education, starting something fresh, maybe like a new path for you, learning something new. Maybe like here in this deck, it's like he's like enlightenment. So this is very interesting. Let's just put them all out because let's have fun here. Then we have resilience, which I would equate to a 10 of Wands, kind of, which like Taurus has. So I'll show you what it is. The 10 of Wands. So resilience, 10 of Wands energy is like, as you can see, she's carrying something heavy on her back, yet she's still moving forward. So let's see what everything's going on here. And then we have perspective, which is the Hangman. And then we have play, have fun, celebrate, don't be too serious. Like that. Then we got big happy changes coming your way. I like it a lot. And because it's the new moon in Aries, we have see the bigger picture. I've combined them all together because that's what I'm feeling. So that's what I'm doing. When I look at these cards though, it's very interesting. It's very like positive, but there's this, some of you I feel are holding on to an old way of doing with this resilience and see the bigger picture. And also perspective because the Hangman energy. But if we even take the original Hierophant card, it's like traditional. It's like bishop card. It's like a following like customs and traditions. So we just take all these cards together. We see that some of you are holding on to old belief systems, old storylines, whether it's world or yourself. Maybe some of you are having a hard time stepping out of an older way of reacting, or responding, or dealing with situations, and you keep finding yourself back into that kind of the glare is here again. Here, okay. So that's a stay positive because it's very beautiful, that and that whole enlightenment thing. So it's like almost you're whatever area of your life, there's this feeling that you are being asked to look at the bigger picture, right? You're being asked to like see beyond what you're used to seeing all the time, Aries. Which Aries, being a cardinal sign, you are like an initiator. You're always you have one step forward all the time, but there's that other step that's solid in the back, is like firmly in the ground, right? Because you do to have a tendency to like hold back a bit, fear the next move, and that's that perspective, this like Hangman energy showing up, saying, should I really make that move? Because what if that move is really heavy again, and I have to go through the whole path again, and I have to go through. Know this, my beautiful Aries, Rams. Know this, that everything is changing so rapidly in the world. We are, like when I talked in the beginning about timeline shifting, everything is like I had a client and this week, and he spoke to me that he just woke up in January 2022, let's say, and completely different energy, because when woke up, I'm just saying, like awakened to what's going on around him, is that like everything is accelerated right now. So all the work that we've been doing for 30 years or 20 years or 10 or 5 years, someone today will like it'll just come clear to them right now in 5 minutes. Right? That's what I'm saying. There's this change, and then you're resisting this change. So don't be afraid of it. There's something coming for you, my beautiful Aries, and it's opening. The path is opening for you, and you're like resisting because you want to stay as is, as you usually did, because it worked for you for 5 or 10 or 20 years, and that's how you know. But there's this part of you saying, no, it's time to play. It's time to celebrate. It's time to sit in that martini glass. It's time to like revel in this life instead of always thinking that you need to work hard to get somewhere. Thinking you need to put all the hours in, you need to do all this, you need to put all the money in, you have to, like all these old belief systems. Whereas like manifestations are real. So what does that mean? It means that you could just like ask for something. If it's in your divine plan, it will come to fruition. It's having that faith in the plan. And having faith, because Hierophant is that too, is having faith in yourself. Just sitting here and allowing things to happen in an escalation way, like in an accelerated but highway. This could be a Taurus in your life as well. The Ten of Wands is a Sagittarius, and the perspective is the Hangman could be a Pisces, but doesn't have to be. Everybody's hung up on the signs when I say it, but you don't have to hang up on the signs. It has nothing to do with the reading. It's just if it happens to be someone in your life. But big happy changes, hello, it's like changes are here for you. If you step outside of your the narrow way of looking at things, and I'm not saying that you're narrow-minded, it's just that like we get into these like modes in our life where it's like, well, this is how I always did things, so I'm going to continue doing because I was successful at it. But you're finding now that these things that you were successful at, it's just not working out anymore because it's a new energy. And it doesn't work the way it used to work anymore. And it's freaking everybody out. Every sign, don't worry about it, it's freaking everybody out. So it's like, and it's almost like you're initiating this new year, Aries, because you are, right? This new astrological new year is you. And it's almost like we're looking on to you to be those leaders. No pressure. I'm not saying that. It's also just like for you in your life, wherever it is, even if it's like jumping into completely a different industry, a completely different relationship or friendship, or just the way you live in your life. I feel like there's something happening for you that is asking you to walk away from this kind of heaviness. Stop carrying burdens for other people. Stop carrying burdens for yourself. Just sit like this Hierophant. Happy, joyous, he's playing, he's not serious about his life. He's like, he knows that this is coming for him, and this is coming for you, my beautiful Aries. So trust in that. That's what I want to leave you with today. I really like it, actually. I didn't think I was gonna find a way around this, but I really like this. This is so amazing. And it's all like very expansive to me. Although there's that feeling of you like holding on, but it's time to move into a new. I'm also thinking right now as I'm doing this, I'm gonna give you I'm thinking I'm gonna give you a happy birthday, like whoever's birthday is this week, I'm gonna give you a card. Give you a card from the spirit messages. All right, so let's do this. Aries message for birthday, for your week, or even every Aries, like for birthday. What's your birthday message? Oh, if there's any cards, please. Okay. We got study. It's interesting. Only interesting because the Hierophant is here. And when I see study, I'm not even going to read the message yet. But when I see study, it feels like maybe some of you are being asked to study something new, to pick up a new course, to pick up a new expertise, a new skill. Interesting. So study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. I say go new. I don't say go old, because maybe this was written before we are like in a way moving away from an old energy. I say go into it, do whatever it is that like kind of makes you feel uncomfortable, my beautiful Aries. All right, happy birthday again, and I hope this helped you. Know that there's like something, know that this shift for you is actually very positive, and try not to look at it in a negative way. Try not to look at it in an old way. Try to shift your mindset. That's your homework this week. You got to study. All right. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon as usual. And leave a comment, because I will be picking next week giveaways, tarot readings. All right. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got Jade. Be the bigger person. I want to read to you what it says in the book, because I feel like it's pertinent to our Taurus ways. Take the high road. You have the power to choose how to interact with the people in your life. You can either lift each other up or drag each other down. You can be small and give your power away, or you can be the bigger person and stand strong in your convictions. To elevate your spiritual maturity, be mindful. Respond instead of react. Don't take things personally. Listen without getting defensive. Instead of letting conversations and encounters get to you, brush them off and maintain your composure. This is your power. Sometimes you say more by keeping silent and get further by remaining still. That is really like important message, because this is exactly what I've been doing for the past few weeks. So I feel like being the bigger person is that some of you are finding yourself in relationships, friendships, work things, or whatever, just with people, and you're having to like you're being like confronted, you're being triggered in a certain ways with people, and it's like how you respond is actually indicative of where you are right now. So if you're responding always angry and like a victim or whatever, then you know that you have a work to do on that trigger. So being that bigger person is like stepping back and allowing that person to express their emotions, even if it's like triggering you inside, but being aware of that trigger and working on it on your own instead of like lashing back. Very interesting message for us. Oh, sorry, I kept this one from Aries. Jade is also relevant to the heart chakra, so maybe this week you can work with that. If you are like you could heal your own. You have a healing heart, or you just put your hand on your heart, or you can put a rose quartz or a jade in your bra. If you're a woman, there's a lot of ways to put it. Like wear one this week, or keep it in your pocket, whatever. But it's like helpful, because we are all moving into a heart chakra centered body in general. So this week I'm changing it up, and I did 5 or 6 different card decks, one of each. So let's have fun here. We have the 10 of Wands, just Sagittarius energy. The 10 of Wands, some of you carrying some heavy burdens. I see, my beautiful Taurus. Some of you like either at the end of a journey and you're like finally getting rid of something that has been weighing you down, or you could be, I think it's only that, because 10 is the end of the journey and the beginning of something new. So I feel like some of you are holding on to something heavy still. So let's see. Pleasure, love it. Okay, there's butterflies, like very cosmic. I like it. And it's an 18, which is a 9. It's the end of a journey. It's very interesting. Then we have the Knight of Crystals, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo energy. Money coming in slowly, or things happening slowly for you. Very interesting here. Okay. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So yes, we have. Yes, we got a yes. And be humble. The first quarter moon in Leo. So wow, what a very interesting energies. But I mean, if I just take the tarot cards of this, and I see that this is like, some of you are slowly moving on this journey. It's been really heavy for you. Some of you are holding on to old belief systems, old energies, or old ways of doing the old relationships, or just old ways of doing things. And the Knight of Crystals is showing us that it's a slow process. It's not like, he's not a fast warrior. He's not a conqueror. He's like he's a thinker. He's like, he plans everything out. He organizes. It's usually related to money. So there could be like this, maybe you're in contracts or negotiations with somebody, and the money is like, it's an issue. So it's coming slowly towards you. Doesn't have to be, but it also could be just that energy of like taking things slowly. It's kind of interesting here. Like it almost ties in here, because it's like taking things slowly, going into pleasure mode. Start to enjoy your life the fullest, because you've been here for ages. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You've been here for hundreds, thousands, whatever years you've been here, millions. And it's time to just, like I said at the beginning of this reading, is to honor yourself for all of it. Be that bigger person, is find that compassion within yourself, find that kindness within your soul, and give it to yourself, please. Stop giving it away to everybody else. Start giving it to keeping it in your heart. And then after, you'll notice that your responses are completely different, because you're healed within. Like, be humble is that, like, it's like honing in on you. Take that time in nature, take that time with yourself. Go into your heart with the jade here. I really, when I see all these cards together, I feel like things are falling into place for you, Taurus. There's still some heavy loads to release. You still have it. It's very clear with the Ten of Wands. It's not like just airy and stuff for you, but know that it's slowly coming to fruition for you. So don't get like impatient. Try not to doubt yourself. Try not to berate yourself, like lower yourself at all. Right? We've been doing this for lifetimes. We know how to maneuver ourselves, and the only way to do it is to go to our heart and within, and enjoy life while we're doing it. Go dance, go sing, go fly like a butterfly, do whatever it is in the night, in the day, whatever it is, but find that you time, in the we time, because to me it feels like with this yes, I think you're the only sign that got yes, by the way. With this yes showing up here, it's like you got this. Like it's here for you. You just have to trust yourself, and it's all like happening. It's all gonna start to roll out for you, my beautiful Taurus. Slowly, with the Knight of Crystals here. Virgo's very routine, very planners. So everything just happens when it's supposed to happen. But like, if you have we all have a divine plan. So it's all gonna happen. We're always so like wanting things to happen quick, you know. But now, like I said, there's a lot of us feeling the time is slowing down. So it's just like, take a step back and allow things to happen. Stop being the multitasker. That's not who we are as like light. We're not that. We're not these like, that's very human, very matrix of us to be like, oh, I gotta do this, and fill our mind, where the whole point is to clear the mind. And already you have some heavy stuff you're dealing with, Taurus, So it's time to just release it. But it feels like a very, like the evolution of it is very slow, but it's where you need to be. I just feel like you're in the right place right now. Even though there's some of you might be dealing with some heavy things, but know that it's going to all fall into place for you, my beautiful Taurus. I think this is a beautiful reading. I know it is. So it's so great. Yes, that's all I like. So pay attention to that. Even this, I've been training this. Yes, we know. Like with the 10 of Wands and this on top, you know, even though there's no order here, but it's like it's been a long, arduous journey for all of us. So, but know that there is glory at the end of this heaviness and this burden. So all things are going your way. I love you. This is great. And check your rising and your moon as well. And also leave comments. Next week, I'm actually going to give you a giveaway. Maybe 2. We'll see how I feel. Maybe 3. Who knows? That's it for now. I love you, my beautiful bulls. Have a beautiful week. And enjoy your presence on Earth. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got Celestite, Soothe Your Soul. So I'm going to read from the book, actually, because trust that things happen in life for a reason. It's natural to worry about the unknown, but try tapping into hope instead. Most of the time, the things you worry about don't actually end up happening, and when you look back, you realize how much time and energy was wasted stressing over something you had little control over. Of course, take action when you believe you can help or change the outcome of a situation. If not, try to replace any anxiety or tension with more positive thoughts. Soothe your mind, body, and spirit with the comforting notion that it will all be okay in the end. The universe unfolds as it should. Beautiful. I feel like this card is also Celestite. For me, it's a crown chakra. It's also you. I feel like some of you are taking on a lot in your life. You're taking on even like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. I feel that from you, Gemini. And this is like, just be in the now. Just stop with the old. An energy, narrative, belief systems, whatever. And just find that like quiet. So let's see what's going on, because I see your cards now. I just like, and there's some like decisions that need to be made here. So I picked like 6 different cards. Yes, I took a few hours to do this, but it was fun. So here we go. We start with the 2 of Swords energy. The 2 of Swords energy is air energy, like you, and it's a Libra. But this speaks to me of, interesting. The 2 of Swords is like having to make a choice between 2 things, but here she has like this balance, which is a Libra energy. So you're balancing something in your life. Hence this feeling of pressure I feel like you're putting on yourself. So let's see what else there is here. We have darkness, long night moon. So maybe some of you are feeling the feels of these energies out there. Maybe some of you are in some kind of a depressive state. Not a bad thing. Or you're just wanting to close yourself in. You're not wanting to go out there. That's some of you, obviously not everybody. But maybe there is something in the dark. Like a decision is being overshadowed by something. Let's just see what's going on. Talk less, feel more. Feel more, Gemini. 6 of Wands, we got victory. Like it. In the near future, it's coming up for us. Something happening in the near future. In Imrama. Imrama, I learned, is a Celtic word for soul journey. So where are you being called to journey to? Interesting energies here. I feel like when I look at it as a whole, there's a lot of talk less, feel more. A lot of you avoiding with the darkness as well. You're avoiding you're avoiding something. You're avoiding a conflict between people. You're avoiding making a decision. Right? You're holding back from it because you're afraid of how others are going to respond to it, how others are going to react to it, kind of thing. It's just like you're too much in your head right now. And being in your head can cause this, right? Anxiety, stress, doubt, guilt, all these lower vibrational energies. And it's okay to feel them through. You have to feel them through. But now it's like your cards are saying, can you talk less and feel it? Feel it through. Like feel it through your body instead of like keeping it in there so that it keeps coming back week after week. And here you're being asked to go into like daydream mode, go into fantasizing mode, go into like where do you feel like your soul is taking you to? The only way you could figure out where your soul is taking you to is if you're quiet and you're still and your mind is clear. And maybe some of you need to go through the darkness. We all do. We all have to go a bit through that, like trigger moments. We have to go through this darkness. But look at where this is like, the path is lit up for you. And the rabbit is like Speedy Gonzalez, right? It's very quick. But he's just sitting there, sitting in quiet and stillness. So he's choosing either, or he or she, whatever, is choosing to be quiet, still, and to look at the path, and to know that it's there, that I trust my divine plan, I trust my divine path. Or you could be, if you want to be quick about it, right? There's like your choice again. But here I'm feeling like even that rabbit who is always running around, he's still at this point because he sees the path and he says, okay, I trust my plan. I know that something that I don't need to be thinking all the time. I know that in the near future, success, victory, happiness, a resolution to whatever this issue is coming into play for me. Something is happening. It's like moving. So soothe your soul, knowing that this is going to happen for you. It's in the works, right? And I just feel like a lot of you are weighing yourself down. Oh, I can't find I can't find a relationship. I can't leave this person. I can't. Don't use that word anymore, man. You can. You just have to trust in yourself, Gemini. And if you're going through this moment, before you get to this moment, so be it. But allow it to flow through you. Don't step away from the darkness. Don't run away into the path, because you're gonna find yourself back again here. Because if you run away from anything that is like weighing you down, it's not that easy. Girls and boys, it's gonna come back to you because you haven't dealt with it. You haven't forgiven it and you haven't released it. Talk less, feel more feels like you because you're always like, I don't know if you could be outwardly talkative, but inwardly talkative. No, it's gonna do this, it's gonna happen. It's like empty, clear. Try that. And it's not only through meditation of 5 minutes a day. It's like, try it all day long. As soon as you, like the chatter starts, shut that shit down. Right away. And just focus on something. Like, the best way to do it is like focus on this crystal. Say, oh, okay, what a beautiful crystal. It's so clear, it's green. Like, look at all the characteristics of this beautiful crystal. everything. Like, you know, like I'm not saying the crystal, whatever's in front of you. What a beautiful card. I love these pinks and purples and the eyes and the graphics, you know, just focus on something in front of you every single time that your mind goes a buzz. Because you're being asked, I feel like some of you are interesting. Your journey is taking you somewhere into the unknown, which I talked about last week. And even here, there's an unknown factor, right? Into the dark. But it's trusting that that unknown is going to work out for you. Instead of you don't have to know what the next step is. You don't have to know what's at the end of the path. None of us know what's at the end of the path. We're just trusting in the universe, in God, source, creator, who is all inside you. Powerful. And you have victory here, and you have the near future. So for me, it's like, that's your only homework of the week, is to trust yourself, to unclutter your mind, because you are heading, and to like release that blindfold over your eye and just say, okay, I'm allowing whatever is supposed to happen. We always feel like we need to do. We have to call these people, have to figure this out. And manifestations happen because you trust yourself. I think I said trust yourself 1,000 times, but I'm going to say it again. So, okay. Trust your soul journey. It's a challenging one. But when you do, you see things just flow into place. And then you won't need me a tarot reader anymore. And that's the goal, that you don't need me anymore. Yes, because we're all going through this, and at one point I'm not going to be needed anymore. Because we're all going to get telepathic, and we're all going to know what's right within us. All right, my beautiful Gemini. I know you got this. I'm going to say it again. Last time, trust yourself. All right? Check your rising and your moon, as usual. And also, next week I'm going to give a giveaway, 1 or 2, 3, I don't know how many. Leave your comments and I will give you a giveaway. Haven't decided what the topic is. It could be a general reading. All right, I love you and have a beautiful week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. So we got Pink Opal. Be kind to yourself. I'm going to read because I like the message that it has for you. Cut yourself some slack. The way you talk to yourself can either lift you up or tear you down. So be mindful of your internal dialogue. Honor yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Forgive yourself and remain your own best friend through the ups and downs of life. Make a conscious shift to speak to yourself with more compassion, empathy, and kindness. Treat yourself as well as you would treat others, or the way you'd expect others to treat you. It all starts with your own inner voice. By showing yourself sensitivity, understanding, and gentleness, you can learn to be kinder and more compassionate towards others as well. Questions: how do you talk to yourself? Would you speak to others the way you speak to yourself? That is the key right there. How we speak to others. Like, you know, when you find yourself like getting upset at someone or condescending towards someone or gossiping, then you're like, at that moment you have to stop and say, wow, mirror, am I like jealous of that person? Why am I angry? Am I angry at myself? You know, it's that whole mirror thing. I love it, that I've been speaking about for the past 2 weeks. So Pink Opal, pink is the heart. So be kind to yourself, my beautiful Cancers. Anyways, so this week I took 6 different decks, 1 from each deck, and let's have some fun. Here we go. We have the Page of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Page of Cups is like new love coming in, or being, obviously not everybody has new love coming in, right? But being kind to yourself, being compassionate towards yourself, or doing something new when it comes to love. I like that this little pig is flying over there, up there, with the singing bowl. Okay, let's just see what's going on here. Focus. we've gotten this for you already, Cancer. Pretty sure we did, actually. Focus with this beautiful butterfly on your third eye. So it's time to focus in. Maybe some of you are scattered a bit. Let's see. The Empress energy, Mother Nature energy. This is like divine feminine energy. It's a Taurus Libra energy. Let's see what else. We have Mirror. Look at that. Who or what is triggering you? Look at that. That we can't make this shit up. Okay, right? So, and then we have Recovery. So, okay. And then we have Speak Your World into Being. Beautiful energy. Wow, Cancer. Oh, so much internal like work here, emotional work that's happening for you. Maybe some of you are with this Mirror. Who is triggering you? What is triggering? And Recovery. Right away I see that. That feels to me that maybe there is a mother energy that is triggering you, or a fellow female, or if you're a male watching this, someone in your life, like a wife, an aunt, a grandmother, a sister, whatever. Could be there's a female energy that is irking you, triggering you this week, and it's bringing up a lot of old maybe issues, old belief systems, old yeah, so interesting, old energies, right? And you're being told to like focus, come into yourself, come in, align with your soul, find yet listen to your intuition, listen into yourself, and recover. Do some recovery. Love yourself, be kind to yourself this week, be compassionate towards yourself, do what it is that shows the way to your soul, like, but for yourself. I'm feeling like finding a new passion, a new love, maybe a new way of doing things, but coming from your heart. The Page of Cups energies could speak of naivety and purity and innocence. So it's almost like approach something like as a child would, with that fervor and that like delight. You know, like when we were children, we just jumped into things. We never thought about the consequence, or we never thought about, we just went in and we took a leap. I feel like that is here coming for you. Speak your world into being is interesting, because some of you maybe are having to get comfortable in speaking to the public or speaking to people. And maybe you need help from a woman in your life, your mom, your grandmother, like again, a mentor in your life to help you speak your world into being. I love it. Maybe some of you are not speaking up, you're not communicating how you really feel with others. Maybe some of you are holding a lot of like anger or lower vibrational emotions within you, and you've been festering. It's getting harder and harder for you to speak it out. But a lot of you are being asked to actually, you could be the divine feminine, by the way, or you could hone in on your divine feminine energy within you to find that confidence back. But I feel like some of you are being veered towards a female in your life to help you through this, to help you find your heart again. And I'm not saying you're heartless, but I just feel like some of you are being asked to go within and almost like you're needing to rehab yourself, kind of go into rehabilitation so you can be in recovery by the end of the week, kind of thing. You are still being triggered very deeply by a lot And it could be related to love and relationships because of this cups energy that's showing up here. You're having a hard time expressing yourself when it comes to love. You're guarded, you're with a certain person, maybe not everybody, because Cancer is very loving in that sense, but there is that part of you that does hold back. I just feel like there's a lot of you that are not expressing yourselves properly. And that's why maybe the focus is showing up. It's like, okay, so just find a way within yourself. Like, be kind to yourself and find that way that will help you express to the people that you need to be talking to, communicating with, instead of coming from anger or jealousy or envy or hate, right? Or resentment. Those are these energies that we want to keep in that low, older energy. So here you're being called forward to honing on your divine feminine energies, which is a nurturing energy. Some of you could be having problems at work with a boss or colleague. Some of you could be having female relationship, friendship issues. Whatever it is, every single one of these things are triggering you. They're bringing up things, which is a good thing, by the way, because triggers, we need the emotion to come up, because if it just stays inside, that's what a trigger does. It just, but we tend to bury, and this time it's like asking you to face the challenge, head on, and release it from you. But maybe get help from a divine feminine around you, or maybe it's the there's like a female energy that you need to like talk to, communicate with. So very kind of specific this week. It feels very aimed towards, it's all about your heart and love and relationships, whether it's romantic or not, and it's aimed around you going through this kind of working your way to recovery with the help of a woman or because of a woman, right? So maybe it's a good time this week to take some time off and look in the mirror. And you could look in the mirror figuratively, or you can do it literally. But the mirror is meant to whatever lower energy you feel, like hate, anger, guilt, resentment, all of this. Look in the mirror and say, why am I feeling this way? It's projection, right? So that is that feeling. Maybe you need help from another woman, or maybe it's because of another woman. So that's something very interesting to look at this week, my beautiful Cancer. So everyone has some homework to do this week. I like this so much. Speak your world into being. Speak with kindness, right? If you speak with hatred, with ire, with like ill intent, then that comes back to you. The mirror will come back to you, whether you think you shattered it or not. It's going to come back until we forgive and release it from our systems. Wow. So that is your reading, my beautiful Cancer. Everything feels very therapeutic, healing in a way, and that is where we're needing to go. We're needing to heal, to move into this new energy of timelessness and just being. Check your rising and your moon, and also leave a comment, because I will be pulling a giveaway next week for like 1, 2, or 3 winners. All right, my beautifuls, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We got Lepidolite. Recall your dreams. So some of you are being asked to, maybe some of you are vivid or lucid dreamers, and Some of you are not, maybe. But you're being asked to recall your dreams. So before you go to bed at night, close your eyes and ask for a message. And as soon as you get an answer, whether it's at 3 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning, get up and write that message down, because 7 out of 10 people will forget it, right? Also, this is what this card means in the book, but I think it's like a lot of you maybe are holding back on, you're not pursuing your dream job, your dream relationship, your dream whatever, because you're holding back, because you're not trusting yourself. And you're listening to other people. So I want to see how this goes further into this reading here. I'm doing something different. I've picked like a whole bunch of cards from 6 different decks, just for fun, because I got to change things up. So we got the 4 of Swords energy, which is a Libra energy, but it's a very beautiful, it's like sleeping almost. Oh, I didn't realize that. It's sleeping. Listen, paying attention to your dreams. So let's see what else there is. Oh, you got 2 of these. You got beauty and nourishment. Okay, right away I see something interesting happening here. The 4 of Cups. Deep replenishment. Wow, man. Retreat, rest, be held. That's exactly what all this is. Then we have reconsider. Interesting. And detoxify. Okay, people. This is very clear. Every single card has something about this. So not only are you being asked to, okay, so this could be a lot of things. So like recall your dreams, right? This is not, it's more than just sleeping. The 4 of Swords energy is about taking time off for yourself, going within, sleeping, releasing yourself from heavy burdens. And all your cards, beauty, nourishment, replenishment, detoxify is here, is telling me maybe some of you are needing to change it up. Start getting healthier in the way you're eating. Start doing... eating, I just said eating, right? Sleeping more, whatever, being more mindful, doing a detox, perhaps. A metal, a lot of people are like poisoned by metal because we have so much crap in our foods. They're like a whole thing, have some sea moss, perhaps. But there's this whole feeling of you completely changing things up for yourself. Maybe some of you are in the wanting to, maybe your dream of being a nutritionist or a herbalist or a homeopath or someone in, or a fruit vendor, you know, like anything, or gardening, something, or spa, working in a spa. Or maybe some, like, that could be that. There could be some of you have that dream and you're like, no, too many people are doing it. Or you're healers or something and you're like, oh, no, I don't have enough money. I can't do this. The can'ts again. And it's like, no, you need to do this. Reconsider. I like it. Reconsider this dream that you've had in the back of your head for the longest time, and you keep like finding an excuse not to go ahead to do it. You're needing to change it up. Like a detox could be a physical detox, but perhaps you're needing to detox your life in sense like change the way where you're living, change your clothes completely, change your friends, you know, change your relationship, change. Like there's this feeling of you stepping into a more nourishing relationship, a more nourishing home, you know, that is what's coming up here. And the 4 of Cups speaks to me of, you see here, she's like, I'm not sure what to do. I'm just gonna sit here and maybe it'll come, right? Which it could actually, because I believe in that. You could just sit there and, but if you're worried and you're anxious and you're stressed and you're tense and you're that, then more times than not, it's not gonna come that easily, because you're already bringing up all these emotions and they're gonna come back and you have to deal with them, right? But this like retreats, talks, like some of you are being asked, can you take a weekend off at a retreat, go to a spa, you can't afford it, buy some stones, like, you know, like do things at home that can help you through this. Do a foot bath with like tea tree oil in it, take a bath with salt in it, like sea salt. It's time to start taking care of yourself, my beautiful Leos. I feel like, I know that most Leos love to do that about themselves, but I feel like there's a lot of heavy pressure that you're putting on yourself. And also I really, with the reconsider here, I really feel like some of you, beauty could be even estheticians or whatever it is. Just taking care of yourself. You're being asked to go to a retreat, a spa, maybe somewhere outside of your city, or create a retreat within your home. Because all it takes is to eat really well, like make some smoothies for the weekend, do a juice cleanse. You know, spring is in the air. It's that feeling of rebirth, renewal. A lot of rest is in order for you. Dream time, maybe they're your guides, your spirits are trying to come to you with like with help, and you're like, But reconsider is interesting to me. So maybe some of you have thought about going to a spa, and they're like, can you reconsider and do it? That's what I'm feeling here. I feel like you're finding excuses not to do this dream life, dream job, dream relationship, dream path, dream journey, because you are kind of sticking to your old ways of being, sticking your old belief systems, your old, well, it always worked for me then. And it's like, no. Instead of maybe harping on it, just stay present. Stop, like, this is being in the present moment. It's like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go sleep now. I'm like, I feel like looking at the sun today without guilt, right? So much pressure on a human is like, oh, but you need to be doing this, you need to be, and it's like, here it's like saying no. You need to be doing nothing except what you want to do. So for those of you who want to open a business that's related to this, it's time to reconsider and do it, instead of waiting and like thinking and no and then and then. And some of you are like wanting to change it up for a bit. Like I said, all these health things, and do it. I think you're needing it very badly. It's all in the cards. Like, it came in 6 different cards. Like, right? There's like, you need to take care of yourself. Stop worrying, and things are falling into place for you. And I really feel like a lot of you need to make this change, this health change. That is how you're going to move. That's how the path is going to open up for you a bit. And what is it? It's rest. Drink water, juice, detox, whatever. Change up your eating habits. Like spa, massage, Reiki, whatever it is that you need, just to align yourself. Really beautiful. Okay, my beautiful Leo. I'm a Leo rising, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to go relax. So I'll meet you all there. In our dreams? No, I'm not doing it in the dreams. I'm doing it in real life. Like, let's do this, right? I love it. So check your rising and your moon. even though this is a beautiful message. And please leave a comment, because I'm going to be giving giveaways next week. So this is like very, I'm going to show you all of them together because I think they're so beautiful together. Right? Just these detox, nourishment, beauty. Some of you feel maybe are in the beauty industry as well. Like if you're thinking, oh, like do it. I don't know. I just feel like you're holding back on yourself. This is like just a gorgeous card on its own. Stop thinking about what was, what could be, what is, like what should have been, what, stop it. Present. And do it. You're Leo. You're the only sign that could do this. So do it. All right. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got Tiger's Eye. Overcome your fears. I'm going to read what it says in the book. Sooner or later, we are all called upon to take action and face our fears. Be empowered, courageous, and bold. Even the bravest among us experience fear. It matters only that you face that fear and overcome it. Don't let the natural instinct to avoid discomfort prevent you from realizing some of your greatest experiences. Storm the proverbial castle, push open the gates, embrace your inner tiger, and stare down that fear until it is conquered. Shift your perspective and welcome fear as an opportunity to step up, meet the challenge, and demonstrate your resilience. Core questions. What are you afraid of? Does fear affect your day-to-day choices? How would your life look if you overcame fear? Interesting. So, I mean, everybody is fearful. Everybody, we've been conditioned to be fearful. If you just watch the mainstream media, it's fear 24/7. So yeah, of course, it's not easy to overcome fear. But fear is like, shows up everywhere. Like, what if he doesn't like me? What if I leave him? And what if I, doesn't have to be a bad man, but what if I leave this job even though I really want to do something else? What if? Like, why are we holding on to things? We're holding on to like people, situations, places. Like, why are we attaching ourselves to things? Who cares, right? So what if it doesn't happen? If it doesn't happen, then it was not meant to be. And if it doesn't work out at that job that you really wanted, then you're like, oh well, it's not in my divine plan. Gotta move forward. This is like a whole big giant change of mindset, but man, it works. It's like, who cares? That's what it is, I think, anyways. Like, oh my God, yes, overcome your fear. I'm a Taurus, so I get your earth sign, like wanting to put your feet in the ground. But it's like at one point in our life, we know, and we're feeling a shift as well out there. It's like, we are more powerful than this. So we don't need to be caring about everything else around us. So let's see what's going on with you. I picked from 6 different decks, so it's going to be fun this week. The moon. The moon. The moon. The moon. Look at her drowning under their moonlight. Drowning in her worries, drowning in her anxieties, drowning in her fears. Let's see. New moon beginnings. Wow, you got a new moon card. Beginnings. Yes. New portal, new life. Let's do this. I like these cards. Serenity. Oh, this is the Hermit card, which is you, Virgo. The moon is Pisces, by the way, if that's relevant. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. This is like a Fool card, which is a Aquarius card. Then we got Trust. Trust in yourself. And then we get Release Control. That's freaking awesome. I love that it showed up for you, my beautiful Virgos. Okay. We have the moon and Release Control. Okay. So what do we have here? Very obvious. So I'm just going to, these don't really go together, but they're going together right now. We're talking about fears. We're talking about you releasing control, because you always need to feel like you have control of every situation, right? You always feel like, because you are very disciplined, orderly sign. But right now, look at where you are. You're under that water, and you're like, well, man, what's the next step I have to take? What if I take this next step? I'm afraid that this might happen, that he won't love me again, that they won't hire me, that they won't promote me, that my friends will be upset with me. It's like, what did I say at the beginning? Who cares? I hope you said that. Right? It's just the feeling of like, in the moon energy, there's different ways to look at the moon. It's also like tapping into your intuition, the moon energy. But here in this card, she's showing up as like drowning in her emotions. And this release control, which is the first quarter moon in Taurus, which is your fellow sign, is like, is doing something that is very not Virgo, right? It's like stepping away from that comfort zone that you're in. It's like changing things up, moving away from how you always did things. This is very interesting. This is showing up in a lot of the readings. Like Gemini had that, Taurus, I think, Cancer. Everybody's having this kind of like moving away from how you used to do things. It's like it could have worked maybe for 20 years of your life. It could have worked for 5 years of your life. It could have been working for you, but you're noticing that it's not working anymore. And the reason it's not working is because we're moving into new energy. And maybe a lot of people are going to be unconscious to the fact, but I'm letting you know that this is like the wake up call. It's like we are not able to function in an old energy. It does not work. It does not. How you used to work 1 year ago is not going to work now. 5 years ago, 10, 100, thousands, millions of years ago, it's not going to work now. Because the whole, if you listen to my intro, we're shifting timelines. The time is changing. So that's a big thing for you, I know, Virgo, because you're so like set in place. It's asking you to like trust the universe, trust God, creator, source, and mostly trust you. Trust your plan. Trust in the present moment. I can't stress enough to everybody, because I'm going to move this around. This is you, the hermit, who likes to lead the way, who likes to go within, but who's just calmly sitting there with the moon behind her, right? Behind her, I like that it's behind here in this card, is you drowning in the behind. But now you're in the front now, and you're like, okay, I honor the fact that I did this. I honor the way I used to do things and where I find myself in this place right now. But right now, I'm ahead of myself. And I need to trust myself. Because what's coming for you, my beautiful Virgos, is a new beginning. And I love it. It's working out so well. You have to take the leap to get there. To trust yourself. It's a risk you gotta take, but you gotta do it. And holding on to fears is gonna keep you in the past. And like I've said in many videos, the past is going to dissolve. It's no longer going to exist anymore. It's not how we cannot function in the way we used to. So what the past is all these fears, these guilts, all this crapola that we used to hold on to, anxieties and that. Because when you do this, you just like fly into like nothing land, into the unknown. This is a new beginning. It's an unknown, right? You're like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. That is where we need to be, my beautiful Virgos, virgins, virgins, new, pure, something different. Change it up. I really like, again, this is like 2 weeks in a row that I really like your readings. This is like a very, it is so like, I love it that Spirit brings you these cards, because it's like very you. Like you're so you control everything in your life. Your kids, your family, your friends, but without being like so annoying, because you're not annoying about it with others, but with yourself, I know that you are. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. You're hard on yourself, and then you go into these like spirals of like, but it's like, oh, let it go, and just do this. Tarot readings are changing for me, and I see it because it's like we're not working the same way. We're not living the same way. I'm not approaching life the same way anymore. And it's like trusting your inner guidance, but just trusting the unknown. Because for me, it's a really beautiful flow that's happening here, that you are moving into something like a change, like something different is coming. It's gonna like sideswipe you, kind of. You're gonna have like whiplash, and you're gonna be like, oh wow, right? This is me trusting myself. Trust. I think I said trust like 1,000 times in Gemini. If you have Gemini in your sign, you're gonna hear that again. Okay. But this is like, you're heading into it. Go on to that new path. Go on to that new journey. Take it. Do it. Stop thinking about what this happened then and did, la 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 la. All the la las of the past. Stop it. Because we're not there anymore. But like, put up a wall. We're not there anymore. We're here in the present. So just enjoy life. Revel in it. Honor it. Love it. New is coming your way, my beautifuls. It's amazing. I'm very excited for you, Virgos. And if you're fearful, okay, honor that fear, but release it, forgive it. And freaking release the control. I'm gonna leave this as the last thing. Release the control. Release. Bye-bye. And move into the new. It's really beautiful. All right, my Virgos. I'm leaving you with this. Check your rising and your moon. Also, leave a comment. I'm going to be picking a giveaway or two next week. So I hope you have a beautiful week. Everybody's having a little bit of homework to do this week, and yours is releasing control. Isn't that fun? But embrace the new. It's coming. New moon in Aries coming. So enjoy it, right? That's all. What do we got to do? Revel in that. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libras. We got Labradorite. I said it right. In Instagram, I struggle with it. See the magic. I love it, and I'm going to read for you in the book what it says. There is magic all around you. If you lift your gaze from your everyday path, you will find it all around every corner. It is in the beauty of a rainbow, the mystery of the stars, a hug from a friend, and the innocence of a child's laugh. Open your eyes to the many miracles along life's journey. Be a participant in the world around you. Believe in divine timing and put your full trust in life's plan. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Take a look around you and you'll find your North Star guiding the way toward your destiny. Questions. If you could make a wish, what would you wish for? What was the last sign you received to let you know you're on the right path? Very interesting. Also see the magic. Feels to me like some of you are not seeing the magic, and it's coming in saying, hey, you are a powerful being of light. You have what it takes to move forward in this life, to move on this path, and some of you are hesitant. Some of you are like holding on to old beliefs, old stories, old narratives, old ways of doing things. And it's like, nope, the magic is not there anymore. The magic is within you, and it's in the now. So let's see what your cards say. This week I picked from 6 different decks. So for fun, let's do this. We got the Ace of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Something new starting for you. Clear communication, perhaps. Balance, which is a Libra energy. This is amazing. Okay, Libras, you got 2 Libra cards showing up already. Queen of Wands, which is Aries. Nice cards. Trust your path. Wow. Trust is the big thing that's coming up these readings. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I like that question. We'll come back to that. Yeah. Choose a new direction. Interesting. Take a breather. All right, so very interesting energies. The Queen of Wands strikes be the most powerful card here for me, because the Queen of Wands energy is this like taking control of your life, empowering yourself, having that courage and the confidence, all the while seeing the magic around you, but also seeing the magic within you. With this choose a new direction, it's very interesting to me, because perhaps some of you are not trusting your path. That's why it is here. Although your minds are working at like supersonic speed. That's why take a breather is here. I feel like some of you are trying to find the balance in your life when it comes to relationships, jobs, whatever area of your life. You're really working at it very hard because you're very good at that. But you're not failing, but you're finding a blockage. You're finding I think Capricorn, if Capricorn is in your sign, in your birth chart, check that out, because their card is you are in your own way. And that's what I feel like you are. You kind of like your thoughts are overtaking your heart here. And it's like, take a breather, Libra. Step back. Find that balance of yours that you're so good at it. And start like trusting, a lot of people are getting this as well, trusting the unknown. Trusting the magic that is around you instead of having a plan. Everybody seems to want to have a plan. And that is an old storyline again, an old paradigm, an old way of doing things. Like, I have to have a plan. I have to have a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 1 year, a 1 month. I got a to-do list, a pros and cons list. I gotta like organize my life. And no, you don't. Because that is what? An old energy. The new energy does not require you to do any of that, because the new energy is you stepping onto your divine plan. It's like trusting that you've already created your plan, because you have. It's all folding in its own way. What we've done is that we've like taken a zillion paths around the plan, because we thought that this is how we had to do it, and we have to create, and we have to do this, and put all this shit on our plates without knowing, because we were programmed, right? So now you're finding yourself at this place where you're like overwhelmed and not seeing the magic around you, and not seeing who you are, not seeing that you don't need this shit in your life. None of it, actually. No, none of it. You just need to trust in your path. Trust that things are going to unfold the way they're supposed to unfold. And I know some of you are like, well, how am I supposed to get the promotion if I don't work hard? Well, I'm not saying you to stop working hard. I'm just work the pace that you would like to work. Do the work that needs to be done, but doesn't have to be over and beyond. Because if it's meant to happen, it will happen, right? Do you find there's some people in your life that they don't do anything and things happen for them, right? And you're like, well, how did that happen? It's just luck. No, man. It's because they just are not stressing about it. They're not overwhelming their mind with like constant clutter of thoughts. They're trusting in their heart. And even some of them are unconscious about it, but it's still happening for them. And that's why they're saying, like, step into the Queen of Wands energy, my beautiful Libras. Because she knows. Yeah, look, she's there with her wolf, I believe. In the middle of the constellation, she's on a planet in nowhere land. And she just is comfortable, and she knows where she's going. And maybe she doesn't even know where she's going, but she's just walking there. Queen of Wands energy is that. It's like an Aries energy. It's like a initiator. Is just doing things. Like you're a Libra as a cardinal sign as well as the Aries. You're both initiators. But right now, I feel like you are choosing to overwhelm your mind, and this is like choose a new direction. So I don't know what this means for you guys. Perhaps you are going down a very mind, thoughts, the path full of thoughts, like clutter, like to-do lists and whatever lists, and it's like, can you just trust the path, right? Trust in the star that's guiding you. Trust your path. But not the path that you think you're on, that maybe that is bringing all this stress. Trust the path that is unknown. It feels like, sorry, I was gonna cough, but I didn't. It's like, clear your mind. We need you to empty it and flow into life, because you are the magic. You are it. So I don't know in what area of your life you're needing to release yourself, but any old storyline is not going to work right now. I'm giving that advice to every single person in this, every single zodiac sign, because it's so important to drop into that. What was is not is. It's not what is and what will be. What was is going away. It's dissolving as we move into different lines. And you're going to start to feel it more and more in April. So it's time for that shift. And you will feel it more and more with the areas of your life that seem very heavy in your mind, heavy in your heart, heavy in your shoulders. You have to let it, release it into the universe, kind of thing. And go into your heart and just live. So I gave it this, I don't know which, like I said, when you find yourself in mode and you're not seeing your magic, focus in on something. Whatever, I'll focus in on the ring that you're wearing. Say, wow, what a beautiful butterfly. I wish I could just fly with him. I just picture a butterfly flying amongst the plants and trees and shrubs, and just go there with the butterfly instead of the thinking what I should have, could have, did. Why did I stay? Why did I here? What am I doing? That's what living in the present is. So that is your message of this week, my beautiful. Choosing a new direction, away from the worries and the heavy energies, and away from the magicless life, because you are magic. Trust the path. Take a breather. Embrace the Queen of Wands energy. Be the badass that you are. And move in this line. I'm not saying like this line, and whatever it is, could be this, like this, but move in a unknown possibilities like way. All right, my beautiful Libra, I hope this helped you. Check your rising and moon. Also leave a comment, because I will be, also like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, but comment, because I will be giving giveaways next week. All right, bye. I love you, and see the magic. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. We got angel light. Support is all around you. I want to read from the book. So, you are not alone. Help and support are always available to you, whether through your friends, family, or guardian angels. Stay open to receiving that comforting energy. Allow others into your life. Reach out when you need your community by your side. Not all of us are comfortable asking for assistance, but trust that others want to help, and in fact are often grateful to do so. It's okay to accept, even create the support system you need and deserve. Even the strongest among us have moments of vulnerability. There is strength in allowing yourself to receive comfort and grow from a place of acceptance. So the next time someone extends a helping hand, take it with grace and gratitude. Such an interesting phenomenon, how so many people have a hard time taking help or support from others. We're all taught to like do things on your own, be independent, but it's like bullshit. Sorry to say that, but it's like we need support right now from everybody who's willing to give it from their heart. So please take that support, my beautiful Scorpions, and do give it to us too, because we love your support as well. Because if there's anything I know about Scorpions, they're loyal and their heart is open to the max to everyone around them. So we're here for you. We're here to take that love too from you, my beautiful. Support. All right, so I picked from 6 different decks, because like it changed things up a bit. So let's see what we have here. Oh, this was an interesting, I was like, what is this showing up? But it's okay. We got the Tower card. Yes, the Tower. Chaos, confusion, or something happening in your mind. But Tower is ruled by Scorpio, by Mars, which is one of your ruling planets. Which is your ruling planet. But anyway, it's okay. No, you have Pluto and Mars, that's why. Okay, so it's one of your ruling planets. So I found it interesting to come here, because to me, it feels like perhaps there's some action that needs to be taken. So let's see what else there is. Fruition, nice. Harvest moon. Well, maybe there's like something's gotta like you need to wiggle through something, or something gotta rumble kind of thing to find some. Anyways, let's just look. Ooh, awakening. This is Judgment card, which is interesting because the Judgment is ruled by Pluto, which is your ruling planet. Like, I'm not going crazy. We have 2 ruling planets here, Mars and Pluto. We have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. I like it. Peaceful resolution. Okay, so there is something happening here with you guys. Okay. Open up to change. It's your new moon card. It's a gorgeous card. Okay, look at what is going on here. So break the chain, the Tower, peaceful resolution. It all feels to me like some of you might be going through a little bit of a rough ride, perhaps with somebody, or a situation in your life, or like a job, or family with this ancestral patterns, like healing. You're going through a healing journey right now where you're releasing things from your past. Could be. Releasing yourself from heavy judgment that you've put on yourself. There is a burst of an awakening here. So some of you maybe are new on the awakening journey. Like you're awakening to your God self, which is phenomenal. And this comes along with that. Any awakening journey. Or even no matter where you are on the awakening journey, by the way. It doesn't matter. There's like, we are all awakening, right? So this is indicative an awakening moment, because everyone thinks it's like all unicorns and rainbows, and it's like, oh, I see my spirit guides and it's so beautiful. It's not. How do you know? It's not, because awakening journey means that you have to go through all your triggers, all this shit that we've been living with for millions of years, all our karma, whatever, and it has to flow right through us. It's not fun. We have to break the chains of our ancestral patterns. We have to break a lot. We're like, we've been shackled for so many millions of years, thousands, hundreds, whatever, even in this lifetime. And it's like this moment of like release. And that's why this support is here. That's so beautiful. Because some of you are going through that. Some of you have gone through that maybe. And you're still feeling the after effects. I just feel like you are, you're doing the work. You're rewriting your future. Like, I don't like to talk about that because past, present, and future is simultaneous. So rewriting a future, well, kind of is, because in my knowing, we do come from the future. We came to fix what we wronged in the future. So rewriting the future is pretty accurate. But perhaps you're rewriting your future too. You are present. Like, I speak a lot in these readings about how we need to release ourselves from the past, the old stories that we've written about ourselves, because we are not the past anymore. And how like the past cannot survive in the present. How you did things, even if you did them successfully, doesn't matter, because it's not doesn't work in this timeline. Like nothing of our past is going to function properly in this present moment. And that is what is happening with you guys, Scorpio. I feel like some of you are realizing that how I react and respond, how I am in relationships with people, how I am in my job, how I am anymore is just not who I am. And it's okay. The whole point is not to be like who you were, actually. A lot of us are finding are calming down, or socializing more, or like there's different aspects of yourself that are emerging within yourself. So you're discovering new characteristics and personalities and different and new ways of looking at life, and that's beautiful. So I feel like that's where you are now, my beautiful Scorpions, and you're breaking these shackles, and you're breaking these chains, and you're allowing for things to come and settle within you. And you need to go through this tower. I love the tower card, by the way. Everybody's like, oh, but I love this card. I think this is exactly where we are at in this world. This is what we're seeing in the world, with war, with whatever is going on out there, the narratives. It has to show up. It has to be chaotic. It could not have gone smoothly, or else nobody would be like waking up to anything, right? It has to be this to get to this. This is a shift of land out there. We're everybody talks about how we're shifting, but who are we? We're Mother Earth. So if we physically are shifting, then Mother Earth is shifting as well. And that's why, like I talked about, there's things going to shift in the world, but we're talking about Scorpio now. So you are shifting, but I feel like you're coming into your own. And this is like because you're opening up to change. Look how beautiful, the flowers blooming everywhere. Things are coming into fruition for you, and it's very beautiful. And you've worked for it, my beautiful Scorpions, because I've been with you for a long time now, for over a year and a half. And I know how hard you've worked to get to where you are. And you need to pat yourselves on the back, because I think of all of the signs in the zodiac, you've had the heaviest and densest energies. And I see these cards coming through, and still last week they showed up again, but it's okay, because you're probably being dealt with this because you are the strongest. So just keep remembering that. Don't listen to other people, what they say, oh, Scorpio. No, man, you're very strong. You're very deep, dark. Yes, you are, but things are working for you, and they're opening up, and they're asking you, can you just continue looking for support from others, and keep giving us the support that we need, even though people shun the Scorpio. Don't worry about that. That's so stupid anyways. That's so silly. Every time someone says, oh, you're a Scorpio, I'm like, relax, man. You're my opposite sign. By the way, I'm Taurus, so of course I love you. But yeah, there's something like, I feel like some of you might lose jobs. Some of them might or you might quit the job, or you're thinking about quitting the job, and it's like, yeah, do it. Do what you feel in your heart. You leave a relationship, stay in a relationship, but change things up. There's no, I feel like what's happening now for you is like, you're not being asked to stay the way you are. You're being asked to change it up. But know that, and break away, release yourself from this, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Expectations, these attachments that you have to people, things, situations, whatever. It's like, no, it's okay. Do you. Live presently. Things are coming for you. When you start to do that, you're going to see lots of changes. There's changes already happening. We're not seeing it because we're not looking with the right eyes. Go out and ask for support from your friends and your family and strangers if you have to. You have the support. It's up to you to make those changes. It's up to you to start to see differently. But you're in it to win it. You're in it. It's happening. I love it. I think this is great. This is exactly the journey of the Scorpio. Like, oh, wake. That was so crazy. I'm not crazy. Whatever. All right. I love you, my beautiful Scorpions. Check your rising and your moon. Also, leave a comment, and I will be picking a reading, a giveaway next week. All right. I love you, and keep changing things up. People look to you for change, so just keep doing that. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got blue lace agate. Find your calm. So, find your calm speaks to me of some of you are maybe putting a lot of pressure on yourself, a lot of expectation, attaching yourself to people, places, situations, and you're not calm, right? You're not at peace with yourself. I feel like some of you are a bit anxious or stressed. Maybe you're doing too many things. You're multitasking. You're not taking time for yourself. So let's just see what's going on in the cards. So I picked from 6 different cards this week, decks this week, just for fun. So we got High Priestess, which is kind of a beautiful card, which is finding your calm, finding your peace, going into your intuition, listening to yourself. So we can go on and on about this card, but let's see what else is coming up. Blossoming, the Flower Moon, 33, nice. Oh, we got 2 of these, interesting. We got the 5 of Crystals in reverse, which is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is lack, poverty, but in reverse, so it's like releasing that. And the Tower card. Okay. Okay. We got Tower. Okay, let's see what's going on. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Interesting. Soul Tribe. We got yes. Oh, I thought Taurus was the only one, but Taurus also got yes, and so did you. Focus on the positive. All right. What is going on with you, Sagittarius? When I see the Five of Crystals and the Tower show up here, the Five of Crystals is in reverse. So like some of you might be like, maybe had like financial issues and now you think things are releasing themselves from you. Maybe things are getting a little bit better. Maybe you got your job back. Maybe you're making more money. But the Tower card shows up. So it's interesting. And still I feel that there's something looming over you. Maybe there's a lot of debts. Maybe there is a separation, like something of like a, maybe you took a job that you're making less money. Maybe you're, right? There's this feeling of you kind of stressed about finances. But all the other cards speak like otherwise than this Tower. And this is like keep the calm, right? Find your calm. Because I think some of you are in a like, you're in a little bit of a financial stress, or it could also be a poverty mindset, or a lack of, like focusing on, I think a lot of you are focusing on the Tower moment. You're focusing on too much of what will happen, or how am I going to make my money? How am I going to, instead of just focusing on the positive, like focusing on what will blossom from this. Some of you might have to go through the Tower moment to get to this blossoming part, right? Like everybody else in the world, right? So it's almost like maybe you lost that job for a reason. Maybe your path is veered onto something different because you need it. Maybe you had to I feel like there's a change of direction for you happening, that you had to change direction, and maybe you're not making money from it, and maybe you're like maybe you're not making as much as you used to be, like that kind of thing is happening here. And it doesn't always have to be about money, but Five of Pentacles speaks to me of that. But it also could feel like Five of Pentacles could also be feeling like more than just poverty mindset, more like a victim mindset, which you're releasing from yourself. I feel like you've gone through a little bit of a rough patch, Sagittarius, and now you're being asked to trust in yourself again. Wherever you are, even if you're making less money, even if you lost a job, even if or you have a new job but it's not bringing in the same amount of money, or like there's just that feeling of, or you sold a house and you didn't make the money that you wanted, or whatever. There's just something brewing. Maybe you're spending a lot of money, or it could be that. But I just want you to know that I'm going to put this here because I feel like everything else is speaking to me is like, kind of release yourself from that. Even if there's, I might not only be about money, but there is something coming up, a big change in your life that's making you a bit anxious, making you a bit stressed. Maybe some of you have to quit a job. Maybe some of you have to release yourself from a relationship, and there's going to be like money issues because of that. But whatever it is, the High Priestess is like, hey, whatever action you're taking, do it in a heart. Do it knowing that you're doing the right thing. If you're doing it with just your mind, then rethink it and go back into your heart. But I feel like there is this feeling of you coming. There's definitely this here cloudiness. I'm feeling the cloudiness, and it's almost like you're needing to release this cloudiness from you. Even if it's there and it's happening to you right now, or it's going to happen, or it has happened, go into your heart and gather with your soul tribe. Focus on the positive, but things are coming for you. Things are happening. Like it's in the works. Trust that wherever you had to stumble here, whatever money pitfall you fell into, whatever like decrease or like obstacle or barrier that you had to deal with here, I feel like it had to happen for you to get to this position of yes. You know, it's like almost like look back at your life and say, oh wow, at this year, and say, wow, it didn't start off as I wanted it to, and now maybe you are starting into something new and it's like coming to fruition. Maybe you haven't yet, but no, trust me that there is like a blossoming happening. Maybe it's not like fruitive, like it's not coming with a lot of money. Again, trust yourself. Trust that things are going to work out for you, because you have this yes here, and the yes is like enough for me to think that things are happening for you, like blossoming. Like focus on the positive. Like I feel like you are moving towards something that might be taking a bit of time. It could, because of this obstacle that you've hit, but it's coming for you. Trust in it, Saji. That's my message for you today, because like it's all coming together, and I feel like a lot of you have hit like a little bit of a like a baton in the wheel kind of thing. But you're being asked to trust your own guidance, you trust the path that you're on, and find the calm within it. Don't get stressed about it. Don't get anxious about it. And I've spoken a lot about this in the past readings here. Is all this like be in the now, and perhaps this 5 of crystals in the tower is the past. It's a past storyline that doesn't need to be here anymore. And now you need just to focus on these flowers are blooming, wherever it is in your relationship, in your job, in whatever area of your life it is. But keep with your eyes to the sky kind of thing. Stop looking behind and saying, well, I did this before, and then no more. It's over. What you did in the past, how you did things in the past, even if it worked for you, like I said, Scorpio, it's not going to work in the present. It's just not happening. It's a different timeline we're going on. So move your mindset, change your mindset away from it, but honor that obstacle. Honor that person that came into your life. It was a lesson that needed to be learned. Honor that area of situation in your life. It came to you because it had to bring you to this place. So whatever it is, Saji, you are moving into the right direction. It looks good. Honor this obstacle, but continue moving in the present moment forward. Things are looking up, my beautiful Sagis. All right. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon as usual, and also leave comments, like, subscribe. I'll be giving a giveaway next week with your comments. I'll be picking from the comments. All right. I love you, and I'll see you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. I was excited to get to this reading. Tourmalinated quartz. Get out of your own way. You're like, why are you so excited? Because I really, like, I know a few Capricorns, and I know that they are in their own way. So I'm like excited to share this message with you. So I'm going to read what the book says here. The path is clear to your success. The path is clear to your success. All you need to do is claim it. You are the sole owner and operator of your personal journey. Shed any thoughts of self-doubt which can lead to derailment. You are entitled to live your best life. Don't relinquish your power by giving into negative thoughts or trying to avoid or deflect responsibility. Confront any obstacles that emerge and consciously seek out solutions. Success is yours. Take control, take ownership, and take heart, and you will take command of your own destiny. Have you been blaming others, complaining, or making excuses? Where have you avoided taking ownership of your life? Okay. I mean, this is like everybody's in their own way, but I really feel like you guys do, especially when it comes to your job, your careers, success. You do become, like, in your relationships as well. So let's look. I picked from 6 different decks this week, so because I'm having fun here. We have Judgment, which is the Judgment card. It's the second to last card in the Fool's Journey. It's ruled by Pluto, so it could be Scorpio in your life. But Judgment is this, like, look with her. It's this aha moment in your life. So let's see what else there is. Action. Some of you need to take some action on this aha moment. 7 of Wands, having faith in yourself, truth and consequences as well. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Wow. It's amazing. Okay. Interesting. A year from now shows up. Believe in your good luck. Wow, man. So if we just take that first one, is that you're in your own way. So what does that mean? Is that your thoughts are like running, like, right? You're just like you're stepping in front of your divine plan. So I've been speaking about this a lot in these readings. Everybody, one of us has a plan. We all have our own divine plan. And it's a lot of it is in the unknown, right? We have no idea what it is. And we spend much of our life focusing on the plans. What to do the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 20 years, the next 1 month, the next week. What do I do? The pros and cons. That's like an old narrative. It's an old storyline. We don't need to do that for things to happen, by the way. So that is where we're at right now, where the timelines are shifting, our energies are shifting. The old energy is like, doesn't work anymore. So what you did last year doesn't work anymore. So this is like, a lot of you are holding yourself back from your greatness, from your power. You're giving your power away to bosses, colleagues, friends, relationships, whatever, what have you. You're giving it away because you losing yourself in these jobs, in these relationships. You know what I'm saying? So that is the thing. And now there's an aha moment has showed up here. It's like, what? Am I judging myself too much? Am I judging someone else too much? It's mirror time. We're not to look into the mirror and say, what is it? Why? Like, if I'm like if he or she is bothering me so much, what is bothering about me? Why am I in my own way of success, of love, of whatever it is? Having faith in yourself. When you're stepping in your own ways, because you lose confidence in yourself, you don't see the bigger picture of things. You just look at that. You focus in on that moment in time, or you're just focusing on that, like, exchange that you had with your boss, with your partner, with whoever. And you focus and you like analyze it instead of just stepping back from it and saying, okay, I'm just gonna let life just take me. I'm just gonna let things flow. Action card is interesting, right? Action is like, but she's like dancing in here. It's like this, it almost looks like a flower. It's like blooming around her. I like this actually, having faith. I speak a lot about letting things flow, but action is like, when you get this aha moment, what are you going to do about it? Right? A lot of times I would just say sit and do nothing. That could be an action. Or go with how you're feeling in the moment. We tend to overthink and we tend to overanalyze, and then we lose everything, right? In that moment, how are you responding, not reacting? Excuse me. How are you reactions is what gets us into trouble all the time. Because like someone says, F you, and you go, F you too, yeah. Instead of like going back and saying, okay, why is the person saying F you to me? What did I do wrong? Or why are they angry at this moment? Maybe there's something going on in their life. It's not about me, right? Don't take things personally. I'm going to step back and I'm going to think about it a bit, go into my heart, feel it through, and then I'm going to respond. So I feel here, just when I look at things, I just feel like you're not responding to your own calling. A lot of you are being given hints at your greatness, hints at who you are. Like every time you second guess yourself is the time to pay attention. Why are you second guessing yourself? Or are you getting, is there someone in your life that keeps bringing you down all the time? Is there someone in your life that keeps creating obstacles in your way? Are you doing that to yourself? And I think it's time to take a step back, Capricorn, and look at everything. And look at, is it me in my own way? It's always you in your own way, by the way. Even if it's someone else in your own way, if it's someone else trying to put a spoke in your wheel every time it turns, it's you doing that to yourself. It's projection, it's mirror. It's take that mirror and say, okay, if this person's always doing this to me, it's always condescending to me, it's because I'm actually projecting that it's okay that he or she does that to me. Yeah, nice, eh? But it's now time for you to answer your calling. Gorgeous card. It's time for you to do what it is you want to do in your life. That's all. Nobody gets to dictate your life. Nobody gets to nobody, not even like these bosses, these people like think they're higher than you. Nobody's higher than you, right? Like if we really step out of this matrix world, you're just powerful as anybody else. So that's how you have to go into life and like head on like that. So I am my own boss. I am my own lover. I am my own everything. Stop getting in your way to whatever it is that you desire in your life. Take action in the sense like live your best life, how you want to live it. And how everybody reacts around you is on them. It's not on you. Obviously do things in kindness and compassion. Don't do things in anger or like, that's not what I'm talking about here. I think you understand me by now. It's like do things for your betterment in a positive way. If someone is always like stopping you from moving. It's time to take an action. What does that mean? To walk around it, not to pummel your way through that, not to spend years chipping away at this person. Why? It's not your responsibility to change this person. Walk around the person. Something is happening a year from now for you guys. Perhaps you are, a year from now, you're going to look back and say, wow, thank God I didn't stay there. Thank God that I got myself out of my own way. A year from now, I would love you to keep that in your agenda or something to see what's going on a year from now. Or a year from now, if I'm still around, I'm going to come back and talk to you about this. Something's got to give, Capricorn. You are, at times you lose faith in yourself. At times you step back and you lose your way because you're not trusting yourself. You're not answering to your soul journey. You're afraid to take an action because of someone else gonna feel like this, someone's gonna blah blah blah, all these blah blahs of the external influences. And it's like, I don't like to say these things, but where do you want to be a year from now? You don't know where you're going to be a year from now, by the way, but I would love to see what a year from now means, though. It's because you made changes in this current lifetime, this moment in time, to step outside of your way, to step everyone else out of your way, right? Boom, 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 and do your thing. Do what it is you want in your heart, wherever situation you are in. Never compromise yourself for anybody. This is your journey. As much as it's a soul journey, it's a one journey, this is your journey as well. Love every step of the way and do it with integrity and honor yourself for every step that you take, regardless of what everyone else is thinking about it. All right, I hope this came, you understand this, what I was trying to say. It's and you know what? Believe in your good luck. Because you know what? At the end of this day, we don't know the future. We don't know what's going, what the future is unwritten. The Clash, if anyone knows what that is. Great band. So, just move and live in the present. Stop harping on your past and how you did things and how it was, and it's all old energy. Focus now in the present. Move out of your way and toss everybody else out of your way and just keep moving, my beautiful Capricorns. Of all people, you can do this. All right, I love you, and I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon. Also, leave comment, subscribe if you haven't. I will be picking out winners for a giveaway coming up next week. All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got agate. Get back into balance. I would like to read for you what it says in the book. Now is the time for mastering your sense of equilibrium. Reevaluate how you spend your time and energy to ensure your efforts are aligned with the priorities in your life. Choose to put the less important things on the back burner so you can give your full attention to what matters most. Taking things at a slower pace does not equate to a less productive day. Often, it's just the opposite. Taking your time and distributing your energy in a healthier, more intentional way will help you feel more centered, enabling you to become more successful in everything you do. What are your priorities in your life? I actually like this a lot more now, because that is exactly what I've been saying for the past 10 signs. Is that we need to get to a pause, reflect moment in the now moment, and stop harping on our past. Stop sitting in the what was, and start focusing on the what is. So getting your balance back to me is like, some of you are unbalanced, some of you are putting a lot of pressure on yourself, some of you probably not putting yourself as a priority, perhaps. Let's just see what there else is, because I like to look at the cards to go further into this. So I picked from 6 different decks because we're having fun, right? This and this card like kind of like threw me off a bit. But we have the 5 of Swords, which is an Aquarius energy, which is this energy, which is an energy of like self-defeat almost, like too much in your head. Something gnawing at you, like, you know, the crow is like ding, 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 and you're not like, you see him, he's living his best life over there behind, but you're like in the forefront, and you're like always thinking. So let's see what's going on. Sorry. We have realization. You got 2 that flew out of this one, and will. Free will. Interesting. 8 of Crystals, 8 of Pentacles, which is usually work related or school. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Hi, Priestess. We got Shine Baby, which I love it. And we got meditation brings answers. Ah, okay, so many different energies, like Aquarius. Okay, so right away I see some of you, right away when I see 5 of Swords and 8 of Crystals, is that you are in a process of change when it comes to your job or your schooling or anything else. That maybe you're not working, maybe you're not in school, but maybe something you're doing, a skill that you're doing, an expertise or something. Something that is causing you to do this though. You're in the middle of making a decision about something. You feel like maybe work is getting you down, school is getting you down. You're not in the right place right now. You're not, you're having a hard time seeing clearly. Perhaps you want to move jobs. Perhaps you need to, perhaps you want to get in a promotion, it didn't work. Like there's something like stifling you in that area. Not necessarily relationships here. And I feel like this realization, this keyhole in the sky here, is like you're finding your way there. Because will shows up. And will, I want to read the will. So will is 13. Will, decisions require action. You are in control of your own decisions in life, no one else's. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over another's. When we decide we're going to change something in our lives, let's say a particular negative pattern or bad habit, breaking the old way we do things can be difficult. The change requires a concentration of our will. We may want to change, but it's our will that insists we stay on the path to that change. To be willful means we have the power of control over our own actions, and that will fires up the persistence we need to get what we want. I had to read it again because I had to, for me, like when I think will, I feel like for me it feels like free will, like free choice, right? It's up to us to make these decisions, right? I guess that's what it is. And I feel like you're stuck in something right now, Aquarius. That 5 of Swords is not like, it's like in my face here, like looking at me. And like you're between a rock and a hard place kind of thing. That's where I feel you are in now. And like the realization shows up, and it feels like there is soon to be that kind of aha moment. But now you're in a bit of a, like, maybe it's not every Aquarius, right? Like, so you can always check your rising and your moon for the other things. But like a lot of you have put a lot of hard work into something, a lot of studying, or a lot of time and energy into something, and it's just not working out the way you want it to work out. And here they're asking to go into meditation, brings answers, but dreams being answered, but maybe just getting centered and aligned, being more mindful of your next move. The priestess showing up, it's like, how are you called to step it up? Like the priestess is like listening to your intuition. This very busy mind that you have. And you're being asked to just come into yourself. And again, I have to say this for the 11th sign, but trust your path. Trust this almost speaks to me of that. Trust the unknown. There's a keyhole that goes into, like, from cosmo to cosmo kind of thing. And it's like, trust that whatever is coming towards you is gonna make you shine. I feel like you're not trusting it. You're not trusting the divine plan. And you're choosing to sit in this kind of energy. And it's like I said in the 10 other signs, and I'm going to say it again, but like we are moving away from the old energy. It's like it does not work anymore. So you can think all you want, you can come up with a whole bunch of 1,000 plans that you want, but your plans are not going to work in this new energy. So it's almost like releasing yourself and relieving yourself from that, and just like letting yourself walk through that, like opening that key and walking through a new door of your life, creating a completely new pathway, and trusting in yourself, listening into your heart, listening to your intuition, because your time to shine is coming again, Aquarius. It's here. And your balance, this is the unbalance I'm feeling here. You're not believing in you. You're not believing in your next steps. You're not believing in how you like you're almost in a rush to get shit done, and it's like, no, we don't care if you're in a rush. The universe is like, I don't care if you're in a rush. It's just not working that way. And it's like, change up how you work, change up how you do things, change it up. I mean, you know how to change things, Aquarius. You are the change makers. And you're here stuck in this kind of linear thinking. And it's like you stepped off your path kind of thing, Aquarius. And now it's like, okay, it's okay. We all do that. Come back, go into meditation if it is, or mindfulness, go into nature, or open that door, open a new way. You have that, it's up to you to make those choices, right? To move into the new energy, or to move into the new job, or to move into the relationship, or change things up in your family life, change things up. There's something that's holding you down, that's not working for you, and you're kind of like getting upset at yourself for it. You're hating on yourself. No hating. It's okay to be there. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to be like self-defeatist and feel like a victim. It's okay to feel these things, but feel it through, Aquarius. And now we're asking you to move into on a new path by trusting yourself, trusting in the unknown, trusting that you don't need to know the next step. You don't. You know, of all people, we don't live in like linear ways. You live in like, you don't have a box, Aquarius, right? So continue living like that. Your time to shine is coming. And it's coming like right on the other side of the door. So let it go. Whatever is like hankering you. It's not worth it. It's not even it's not even a new energy anymore. It's not working for you, right? If it's like this, it's not working for you. So change the vocation, change the path, change the job. Oh no, but people will think. Who gives a shit what people think? Do what you want to do. Choose the path that is like makes you feel like 100% inside. It's time to follow your inner light. It's time to open that key. Open the key. Open the door with the key. It's time to shine, Aquarius. I love it. All right. That's my message for you today. Check your rising and your moon if you have other, if you want to see other messages. If this didn't resonate, it's fine. And please like, comment, subscribe. If you comment, I will be picking for giveaways next week. All right. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got appetite. Get out of your comfort zone. So, everybody get out of your comfort zone. Pisces, of all people, you all love your comfort zone. So what does that mean? It means that some of you are weary of stepping outside of your relationships, out of like your friendships or your home. Maybe you're like, oh, no, it's okay, I'm gonna stay home today. You're holding yourself up, and it's asking you, let's go socialize again, go walk in nature, go talk to the squirrels, go do something that you don't do, right? Like step outside of it. Go, I don't know, get another job. Go do something completely different. Go talk to a stranger. I don't know. Of course, you're adults, so you know what to do, right? So, oh, you got 2 of these cards. So I picked from 6 different decks. We have the 6 of Wands, which is victory and celebration. I like to start with this. And we have the 4 of Pentacles, which is like money or hanging on to money, could be. Let's see. We have patience. 8 of Cups, which is leaving something behind, which is Pisces energy. Which is we have the pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Nice. Then we have opportunity. We like. Look at this, stepping out of your comfort zone. You get opportunities coming at you. Work through your feelings. Of course, we got this. What is going on here for you? I mean, this is amazing. Look. It's like very clear. It's like you're being asked to step out of your comfort zone because there's an opportunity waiting for you at the other end of that comfort zone. You're being asked to leave behind, 8 of Cups, leave behind something that is a comfort zone. You're asking to leave behind something that's not working for you, that's not aligned with you, that's not... that's making you feel sad, it's making you feel down. Leave it behind. And not in a bad way. Like, it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward into this light that you are. It's time to move towards a portal, a new way of, a new opportunity, something new is coming in. Like, come on, man. Because the 4 of Pentacles could speak of holding on to your money really tightly, or could speak of a financial opportunity coming your way. Or like if a change of job, a change of venue, a change of living arrangement, something like that. Or going into your savings and doing something like outside of your comfort zone. Investing in something. Going on a trip that you would never have thought of going ever. Because now you're being asked to like try something new. Patience is interesting because patience shows up as like maybe you've been trying to step away from something and it's not working fast enough, and it's like, it's okay, don't worry about it. Your comfort zone doesn't take like a 1 split second to get out of it. It takes a while to get out of this zone. Working through your feelings is very interesting. It's very like you are feelings and emotions. So maybe some of you are with the 8 of Cups, maybe some of you are dealing with like heavier emotions these past few weeks, these past few months, and you're having a harder time working through them. And it's okay. Have patience with yourself. You know, like stepping out of your comfort zone, like sometimes it requires time. We have all the time in the world because we're immortal. So there's just this feeling of like, I want to show you this. I'll show you, like, let me get this straight here. This girl's her hands up, this girl hands up, this girl hands up, this girl one hand up, whatever. All the hands are up. It's like releasing yourself, liberating yourself from whatever is holding you down, liberating yourself from other people's opinions, liberating yourself from everyone's expectations, like all these attachments you have to like your job, people, to things, to whatever. It's just like saying, it's time, Pisces. I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's time to just move into something new. You have a lot of power inside you, spiritual power inside you as well. It's time to like change things up. I think Aquarius got this. I just did this, and I feel like you're like this card makes you think that you're holding on. You're holding on to an old energy. You're holding on to what was. You're holding on to memories. You're holding on to how it used to be, and this is asking you to step outside of that. Because what was. It was meant to be that way in your life. You're meant to stay. You're not meant to stay in the past. Everything happens for a reason. Everyone leaves your life for a reason. Everyone, you leave a job for a reason, relationship, whatever it is. They served your purpose. And now it's time to move towards the new. Because what's coming towards you is so much better than what you had. It's like, feels like financially successful. It feels abundant in love. It almost just feels like a repurposing of you, like a positioning of you. You're moving into a kind of like a new world, a new you. And there's that feeling here as well, like all the cards kind of like similar in that way. Like there's this new, like this, like I don't know, both cosmic kind of, and there's something waiting for you outside of this comfort zone of yours. Stop holding on and release it. Work through your feelings, like just let it go. It's almost like just let it go and trust in your light and trust in your power and trust in the next steps. Trust that whatever's coming was meant to happen. Like I said in Aquarius and everybody else, it's what's the unknown is so scary for everybody, but they're asking you to just go for it. The path, whether you go up into this portal or you go here, down, doesn't matter how you take it. Something great is coming your way. It's like 6 of Wands. It's amazing. It's victory. It's like you've worked hard for this. And maybe you don't, like, none of us know what our plans are. So just trust in whatever's coming your way. And start living in the present, because things are happening for you, Pisces. You've got opportunity here coming here your way. But it requires you to move away. Something that's keeping you stuck. And it could be like related to money. Like you're holding on to this relationship because I need the money in the relationship. I'm holding on to this whatever. I'm holding on to my I don't want to go travel. I don't want to do anything because I'm holding on to money because it's gonna, like, what? I don't know. It's not gonna grow. Even if it grows a bit, who cares? Just enjoy your life. That's what I'm feeling here. You needing to, like, just go for it. What is you want? What's on your bucket list? And just do it. That's what I feel here. Because it's like, it's all gonna work out for you in the end. Have patience in yourself and have patience in your plan. I love it. I mean, it's like a very, like, literal almost. Like you have to leave something to get something, but it's waiting for you in the bounds. It's there. It's like, I'm here. Success is yours. You just this is like speaking more to this. It's like release yourself from the old energy of, like, I have to save up, I have to do this, I have to, like you are high vibration. You are the oracle. Trust in the divine plan. All right, my beautiful Pisces. I hope this made sense to you. Check your rising and your moon, and I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, and that's it. So like, comment, subscribe, and leave comments, because I'm going to be doing a giveaway next week. Have a beautiful new moon in Aries and first week of April. I love you.